You to bed, and you to bed, everybody to bed. You to bed. What's up, plant nerds? It's Rachel with Heart-Shaped Leaves, and Casey's at work today, and the dogs are too hot in the plant room. They don't even want to participate, and I get it. It's hot in here. So today we're going to talk about my wish list. You know what I'm saying? All the planty things that keep me up at night. Now, I'm not going to say there's a whole bunch on my wish list, but there are some ones that I'm definitely interested in and definitely have seen lately and been very intrigued by. So we're going to start with philodendrons first. First up on my philodendron wish list is the Compost Portuanum, and I think I'm saying that right, but I may not be, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It gives me Meekins vibes, it gives me Melanochrysum vibes. This plant is really gorgeous, and I've seen it a couple of times, but it just never lined up right. The money wasn't there at the time or something like that. So the second philodendron on my wish list is the Philodendron glorious, which you all know I have. Well, if you're a subscriber, you know I have Melanochrysum, and you know I have a gloriosum, and their baby is the Philodendron glorious. Super beautiful plant. It's got the characteristics of the Melanochrysum because the leaves are extra elongated, and it's got the extreme venation of the gloriosum. So super superb plant, very beautiful. Love it, love it. Can't wait to get a hold of it at some point. The next is the Philodendron luxurians, or the Philodendron El Chaco red. Now, they said luxurians on both. I don't know if it's both the same thing, but I'll put up any pictures that I can find of it. Love this plant. Love the intense red backing. It gives me varicosum vibes for sure. Love the deep hunter green on the El Chaco red for sure. Definitely a beautiful plant. Next up is the Philodendron this is gonna be, I'm gonna sound so silly. Philodendron Soderoi. Soderoi? I don't know. That's the best I can do. But anyways, it's like if Scindapsus pictus, you know, made a baby with a Philodendron passasanum, maybe, and then that's kind of the vibe it gives me on that also. So super beautiful philo. Want to get my hands on it at some point. Next up is the variegated Epiprimnum pinnatum. Now, NSA Tropicals puts these out every once in a while, and they go for pretty high, like $500 I think was the last time. Don't quote me on that. It was really high. I remember it being way too high for me. So definitely looking for it. Would I really commit to it right now? Maybe not, but definitely a wish list plant nonetheless. So moving on, we're gonna switch on over to the Begonia wish list, because these are probably the ones that are a little bit more attainable maybe for me right now. So the first one on my Begonia list is the Chloristicta, maybe I'm saying it right that time, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But the green form. I have the red form. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go check it out. It's freaking phenomenal. This Chloristicta, give me a break, I have a lisp also. It's so stunning, so beautiful. I think I even have something on my Instagram showing them in like this aquarium that I bought for them with disco lights on. You'll enjoy that. So the next one on my Begonia list is the iridescence, and I've seen a lot of pictures of this plant, but I don't think they quite do them justice. I think the reason why they named it iridescence is because of the way it appears in person. A lot of those begonias that have the iridescence to them, it's really hard to capture it on camera, but I love the way the little dots are on this begonia in particular. Next up on the Begonia wish list is the, is the Jiu Hoii. That's probably, I'm so far off. But anyways, I'll show the spelling, and it has these big bright white spots on small little bitty baby lime green leaves. This thing is so cute, you just want to eat it up. It's so cute. If I ever got one, I would definitely name it Cupcake or like Brownie or something ridiculous like that, because they're so cute. The next one on my Begonia wish list is the Malacostica. Let me try it again. Malacostica, and that's the begonia, and that's the one with the little pink iridescent dots on it. And I think this was like one of the first big Instagram plants that I kind of saw begonia wise, you know, circulating, and kind of gave me a begonia bug a little bit, but I never did get a hold of it. I don't think I had very many terrarium type environments at the time, and I knew that it needed extra humidity, so I kind of stayed away. But I'm definitely getting into the terrarium game with the begonias now, so I'm down and I'm ready. Next on the begonia list is the Pavonina. If you don't know what the Pavonina is, it's got this bright, like peacock blue iridescence to it. Super beautiful. Can't wait to have it, and I think that's one of those begonias that everybody but me has now at this point, so really need to get on the ball with that one. Next up is something that I saw on Mountain Orchid's website, but I'm a little afraid of. It's called the Begonia Taliensis. Now, the leaves on this thing are otherworldly. It's super, super cute. I love it so much, but there was something on the description about, you know, in order to overwinter them, he pulled up the tubers and he refrigerated them, and I was like, dang, man, that sounds like high maintenance begonia right there. I don't know if I can do that. And then someone suggested that I just kind of overwinter them in a garage that doesn't have heating to where it wouldn't get super cold, but cold enough. I don't have that. I have my garage is taken in, so I don't know what I would do with it. But I'm not totally opposed to getting it, but I'm just still trying to figure that one out. Last but not least on the Begonia wish list is Begonia U485. Now, I don't know why, but it's like the begonias that have submarine names really, really, really get me going. I don't know what it is about it. It just sounds so cool. Begonia U485. I like the numbered ones. But this one is a super, super intense deep purple. Almost looks black with like iridescence on top of it. Now, there's a lot of begonias out there that go really deeply emo with the dark, dark colors. And I don't know how I haven't managed to get a hold of one of them. Of course, all the begonia heads are looking for the Begonia Darth Vaderiana. I being one of them as well. So, you know, I mean, this is kind of as close as I can get to that. So, I can't believe I didn't have Darth Vaderiana on this list. I mean, obviously, we are huge Star Wars fans. We are huge Star Trek fans. We're big into just sci-fi in general. Marvel movies, you name it, we're into it. So, Darth Vaderiana, it's going to be top on my wish list. It's black. It's got the little bitty lacy white lining around it. Beautiful. Love it. It's super cute. We're gonna wrap up this video with the Anthurium wish list that I have. Now, I have just seen so many Anthuriums on Instagram. I don't know how I haven't managed to get an Anthurium yet, but I think that's been remedied. So we'll start with number one on my Anthurium list. Number one is the Ace of Spades. Now, I can't remember exactly who I saw it on. I think it was Tropical Seduction's story that maybe she had an Ace of Spades that was like, oh gosh, you guys, it's gorgeous, and I thought that's the one I want. That's the one I want. So Peanuts Plants actually sent me a restock alert, basically saying that Eden CPS was having a plant purge, and I actually happened to nab an Anthurium Ace of Spades that will be here, I don't know when. Now, they haven't sent me any shipping information at this point yet, but it's definitely going to be coming soon. It will be my first Anthurium. We'll have to do a special video to welcome my first Anthurium into the home. You know what I mean? It's going to be cool. So here's my Anthurium wish list. Now, I don't know how I've managed to not have an Anthurium up till this point, but I have managed to not have one. So the Anthurium wish list is the Anthurium Dark Mama. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but dang, it is a good looking Anthurium. I haven't seen it for sale a whole bunch. The only place I've seen it is on NSA Tropical's Instagram and maybe one other person's Instagram who lives in Thailand. So I don't know how available it is. Definitely number one on my Anthurium wish list. Number two on my wish list for Anthuriums is going to be the Anthurium shortened name Warrock, so I don't screw up the rest of the name. But wow, I mean, that Anthurium is so beautiful. And the long leaves, they're killing me. They're killing me. Ever since I got my Philo Emeraldence, the long leaf game is getting stronger and stronger in my house. I love that look. It is so beautiful. So that wraps up the Anthuriums. So we've been through the Philos, we've been through the Begonias, and we've been through the Anthuriums. The only other news that's going on right now is I picked up this propagation box off of Amazon. Let me get you the wrapper real quick. So this is the prop box that I picked up on Amazon. I can't believe it, you guys. I've been trying to propagate begonias and just like out in the air, not even putting them in propagation boxes or sphagnum moss like I'm supposed to. I guess I was led to believe that it was easier than what it is, I guess. So, got on Amazon, went and got me a good prop box. This one is so cool. Casey let me use one. He has a couple for his aquaponics downstairs, but his are super flimsy with the black bottom. And the top is so flimsy, it's like I can't fit any kind of like a little LED light fixture over it. So I ordered this one. It's super sturdy. I love the fact that it's got the hard plastic. It also drains out the bottom, which I thought was kind of cool. I'm not sure, I don't know. It's super sturdy, and I can't wait to get some begonias started propagating in here. It also has like a little vent right here, so you can kind of regulate if things get a little too much condensation in there. You can always open the little vent here and give yourself some relief from the extra condensation. So I'm gonna be attempting to propagate my Begonia chloristicta red form in here. So we're gonna try it in here. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. High hopes. High hopes. What else has gone on? Anyways, right after I made that restock video, I put out an Instagram story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me so you can keep up. I put out a story for, right after my like new video stories, I put out a story about Stephen Fane had contacted me. Now my DMs lit up when I put that story out there, because I guess everybody thought maybe that was the same Steve from Steve's Leaves, but it is not the same Steve, I assure you. And it's actually, Stephen Fane is a super popular guy who runs around in the Facebook marketplace. I think that his main Facebook group that he goes through is Facebook Time to Splurge and Purge BST. I'll put it up on the sidebar so that you can see it in particular, but he is a well-known, super reputable seller on Facebook, not the one that I've ever ordered from before. I've talked about him before, but it was always in desperation, you know, because I'd always say that I was trying to nail something that Stephen Fane was selling, but I never could get it. Now, I was also attempting to win these auctions on my cell phone, and you can't do that. If you want to win an auction from Facebook, you've got to get on your desktop. That's just all there is to it. So, when Stephen Fane did contact me, he contacted me and he let me know that he wanted to do some sort of charity, which means he wanted to send me a plant and he wants me to go ahead and sell it and then give the proceeds to a charity of my choice. I can't wait to see what he sends. I can't wait to see what it is. We're gonna be putting it up on eBay, I'm pretty sure. Casey and I haven't decided exactly which charity that we're going to choose yet that the proceeds will be donated to, but I am super excited to put a little bit of something back into the plant community. So I can't believe that he chose us to contact. I can't believe that that he just wanted to do this out of the blue. Nobody asked him to do anything. He just wanted to put something out there and give something back to the community. So I think that's awesome. If you guys don't know who Stephen Fane is, go and check out Time to Splurge and Purge BST on Facebook and just, you know, see if you can get into the group and kind of watch what goes on in there. Sometimes they have really good deals, and if you're worried about the reputation of the seller, like I should have been back in the day when I made my Facebook order, there's also some review groups also where you can kind of research your sellers and things like that. So that about wraps it up. That's the wish list. That's the Instagram plant jam, and that's the Instagram story explanation. Stephen Fane and I are gonna work together, and he's gonna send me something, some unknown something, and we're gonna put it up on eBay, and we're gonna give the proceeds to charity. So it's gonna be really exciting. So keep an eye out on that, you guys. Keep an eye out on that. Anyways, you guys, that's about all I know. I've told you literally everything that I know. So we will catch you on the flip side. Peace out. Later, taters. Bye.
Mother Nature's a mad scientist, Jerry.